So over the next couple of minutes, I'm going to convince you that a shared appreciation mortgage is a good idea for the economy, even if you haven't heard of the term before. So a shared appreciation mortgage, or AKA a SAM, is a type of mortgage where you as the borrower receive a much more favorable interest rate on your loan, and in exchange the lender is entitled to a portion of your home's appreciation in the event that it's sold. This is called the contingent interest. Now, this contingent interest is not always collected on, and that's because of something called the phase-out clause that is sometimes added into these contracts that suggests that over time, if the house is not sold, the contingent interest will slowly start to phase out all the way until zero. The reason that you won't see a lot of SAMs nowadays is because they're much more complex to set up than your typical mortgage. So if you think about why a house would appreciate in value, it might be not only because of the housing market's supply and demand or an economic upturn, but it could also be due to the homeowner making renovations, such as putting in a pool in the back or modernizing the kitchen. So these things can have an impact on the house's value as well. So the issue is trying to appraise and put a value on these renovations, and also decide how much of the house's increase in value is due to the housing market versus the renovations that the homeowners themselves did. But I think if we found a way to sort of standardize these contracts and make them more easily accessible, it could still be a very positive, have a very positive benefit on the economy. And the reason I say that is because when I look at my generation of people looking to potentially buy their first house, the price tag is the most daunting part of it all. Like, how am I going to afford something like that? So by using a SAM to significantly reduce the monthly payments, it just makes home ownership or first-time home ownership that much more attractive. And then from the bank's point of view, the bank really values stability in its revenue streams. So by using SAMs, I think that we can reduce the default risk that on average that the bank is exposed to with these mortgages, because the lower monthly payments will ensure that these first-time home buyers aren't as tied up cash flow wise, and they have that flexibility in the different economic seasons to still be making those monthly payments. So I think that could be a very valuable tool for us as house prices continue to be very, very high. But please post your rebuttals in the comment section, and I will get back to them with my reply.